typically I would know, or we would both know, if something was going sideways before the due diligence period is over, and we would be able to get that money back. So it's
Right.
all of this stuff is negotiable. Hey everybody, this is Ashley Jamerson coming to you from Ashley Lambert Realty, and I am currently in Gastonia. My client and I just finished viewing one home here, and we have 6 more to go. The first home was like a 3 out of 5, so not perfect, not bad, just, you know, we have 6 more, so we want to have some time to look at all the options. I should finish up with this client around 12:30, and then I have to book it back up to Huntersville because I have to package up these keys and leave them someplace safe for my client to come by and pick them up. Other things on my plate, I have 3 buyer consultations. I have one at 2, one at 4, and another one at 8 o'clock. And I booked the 8 o'clock one because the person I'm going to be speaking with is in Seattle, so it's like a 3-hour time zone difference. And I forgot that we have a basketball game tonight. So super big oops. I'm gonna have to find the quietest spot I can, probably the bathroom, to speak with these clients, and that'll be interesting. Sometimes I don't merge my paper and my electronic calendar together all the time, and this past weekend I was really focused on a lot of home chores and I didn't merge it, so super bad on my part, but I'll still get it done. I'll still get it done. So 3 buyer consults, showing property, still trying to work on this offer, hopefully soon, contract on these investment properties. But yeah, pretty busy day. I feel like there's something else on my planner. Oh yeah, there's a PTA fundraiser for my children's school, so we had to stop by and get ice cream before dinner. My kids are going to love that. But yeah, we had to go to Jenny's Ice Cream for the PTA fundraiser, have to show support. So a lot to do today. Again, this is a typical full-time agent's schedule, is showing property, following up with clients and leads, buyer consultations, listing consultations, all that good stuff. All the homes I'm going to be touring today are going to be well under 300,000, and some of them are brand new construction, so that's really cool that there's options under the 3s. Again, I'm in Gastonia, this is not Charlotte, but really good options on the plan for today. So again, stay tuned. So that was probably one of the quickest showings that I've ever done on a house. My client popped out the car, asked me, is that an active railroad track? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, we can skip this one. So it's good that she knows what she wants and what she doesn't want, and she can just easily, you know, say, I don't want to waste my time, so I don't want to waste yours by seeing a house that I'm not going to like. So totally cool with that there. We are now heading to house number 3, still in Gastonia, and it's only like 5 minutes away. So we are super duper on time, even though I was a tad bit late getting here overall, but super excited, super excited. Things are going well so far. Really good options. Okay, it is 10:20 and we are on our way to house number 4. When you're looking at property, if the neighborhood doesn't feel like home and you gotta live there because you're buying it, it's not like a pair of shoes, and you don't feel right, there's no point in looking at it, because you know, you just gotta live there. And if you're living there by yourself, you have to feel like safe and comfortable with all parts of your surroundings and community. So we popped out, we got a vibe. I pointed out some things to her when it comes to windows. The structure of it looked good, it's just that the windows were definitely like older windows. Anyway, on to house number 4. I think this one should be pretty good. It's only about a mile away, but it is a different neighborhood. So yeah, I think she'll like it a lot better. So fingers crossed on this one. So we are just now leaving house number 4, still in Gastonia, obviously. This is number 2 on her list. So the first house was her number 1. This one is the number 2. So super excited about that. Now we are heading to another home, which I think is newer, if not brand new. I know our last 2 are brand new. Yeah. So fingers crossed. What is this? What is this? Is this a jail? I think it's a jail. What am I doing? Where am I at? So I am finished showing property for today, which is amazing. I am going to get home at like 11:30 when I thought I was going to be there around 12:30, 1 o'clock. The last few homes were basically like drive-bys because, again, my client knows what she wants. She knows what she doesn't want. And when we were parting ways this morning, she said, I'm going to add neighborhood to the list of things that are very important. So what I'm going to do is the properties that she put hearts on, if she likes it, like we'll talk a little bit about it, then I will look on the Google Maps to see if she likes the surrounding homes. Because what we're finding is that yes, the homes are new, brand new builds, but they are built within really old, for lack of better terms, run-down type neighborhoods and communities, and she doesn't want to, I guess, live around that. I mean, like would you, type of thing. This is not investment property, so the things that she's looking for in a primary residence would be different than an investment property. Investment property, yes, these are great investments. They're all 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes. The new ones, they can rent out really well. They'll probably rent out for around $1,100 to $1,300 a month. Good investments, but primary, no, not a first-time home, not a primary home, no. So back to the drawing board, and I will go through and send her nice little Google Map links so we can, you know, scope out the space before we come back to this area. Our next showing cluster will probably be Concord, and then we'll hit Charlotte. I do have her set up with a new construction neighborhood. In Charlotte, we are meeting March 1st or 2nd there. I need to send her that calendar invite. And I think she'll like those properties. And they're in Charlotte and not that far from work. But yeah, I'll be home at 11:30. Perfect timing to get the rest of the things on my list done.
Hey, sweat.
What's up?
You said you going to get the kids now?
Yeah. And I'll bring them home.
So you got a 4 p.m. and an 8 p.m.
Yeah. And then tomorrow is laundry, cleaning the house. I got to figure out how to get this dirt off the front of our porch because it looks a hot mess. And where to move that tree to.
What tree? What tree?
The green one that your dad made me.
I'll move it.
Okay. Well, I mean, thank you so much for doing that, but I still have to figure out where the heck to put, how to get that dirt off. Yeah, and I was talking to my husband about like the condition of it, and I was like, at most $450, because
right. Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
Only 75% of the properties are good, like,
right,
and that represents 75. And it's like I understand he doesn't want to give it away, but 25% of what you're offering is not worth anything at all. No, but you know how you have this really awesome way of like knowing how to find building permits.
Say it again?
You have this good way of finding builder permits and stuff. Sit up, baby.
Yeah, I can do that for you, baby. Let's just sit down and do it together.
So you can show me how to do it, then I won't have you won't have this awesome superpower that is just unique to you.
My love, I don't know what my schedule is going to be for the next 2 years. So I'll be happy to help you. You know, can we just do it together?
Sure.
Reg and Ash,
Reg and Ash.
power couple.
Ooh, Reg Ash. We're like Regly.
Regly, yeah, Regly.
Regly,
do this?
we are Ash G.
No, we're Regly.
Okay, Regly.
Grab is first. Teams first. For the Spurs. At the line, one shot.
And it is Friday, a super rainy, super ugly Friday, and I am on my way to Starbucks first, and then to the pre-drywall meeting with the construction manager for my build out in McAdenville Village. So I know I said the weather is ugly, but to be honest, when it's rainy like this and when there has been like a big downpour, it really is the best time for me to check on new construction, because I can look at the swell lines, I can explain those to my clients if there's a problem, if there's any settling water, and I can take the time to point that out to my client, and as well if there's a problem to the CM, and try to get, you know, questions answered and things like that. But I did a thing yesterday. My interview type thing went very, very well with Janelle. She is joining my firm, or has joined my firm as of yesterday. I have to send her tons of paperwork to review, but she is also meeting me at the pre-drywall inspection. Yesterday we chatted for about 2 hours online, talking about home searches and buyer consultations and how those can sometimes line up, and clearing up, you know, making sure that you and the buyer are on the same page. So we went over 2 different files, sent out some home searches, which reminds me I have to send out one more follow-up email. Other than that, this week has just been flying by. My daughter expects pizza and game night tonight down in the basement, so more than likely that's what we will do. Yesterday evening after I cooked dinner, I completed some of my gardening task. I did not drop any additional seeds, which I need to do this long weekend going into President's Day. But I didn't drop any seeds, but I did separate some seedlings that have sprouted. Like I would put like 2 or 3 tomato seeds in one little thingy, and I have to now pull those out and have 3 separate tomato plants. So I think now I'm at about 20, 21, 22 tomato plants. I have some squash started, what I believe now to be way too early. My cucamelons, or mouse melons, they have sprouted way sooner than I expected, because usually it takes a while for those to germinate. So apparently my new grow light setup is exactly what I needed for a bomb garden. Another thing that's happening at the Jamerson home today is the wood for my raised bed gardens will be delivered today. So one of my big tasks for next week is emptying all the dirt from my current setup of the troughs. I have 5 of them. I have to empty the dirt, move it over to the other side of the garden, and then move the actual metal thingy to the other side of the garden. But I don't want to fill them all up with dirt. I need to put some type of filler in there, because it's going to get super expensive. And as the filler, which I'm going to use like some type of organic mulch type of thing, as that breaks down, it'll add nutrients to my garden. I'll of course add some compost that I have started in the back as well. So today's busy, this upcoming week is busy. I do have to get some things together for one of my clients who is specifically looking in Huntersville. I saw a sign pop up that they're going to start selling, or they are now selling. And my husband and I had this very in-depth conversation of whether or not that is considered Huntersville, because it's in a really weird crook of Huntersville, where Charlotte is this invisible line that we don't know where it's at, and then Concord is also like within 1.5 miles of this same line. So it's trying to decide which tax rate this neighborhood will be assigned to, and if it will truly be Huntersville. If it's truly Huntersville, I will definitely grab some information for my client. The photo on the sign looked very very nice, and I think if I get her in within the first 10 houses, it might fall within her price range. I know it should fall within her build time preferences. So yeah, so Starbucks first, then McAdenville Village, lunch with the hubs, and then, you know, work stuff. I have to get things ready for Janelle, and I have to get a plan together for next week's training. I know that we have to hop into some new construction. I have some home showings to do next week. So I have a tag-along partner. I'm super duper excited. So I will check in with you guys once I get to McAdenville Village. Bye.